Hello everybody. Okay, well, so I went and I basically recorded this video with a DXtory just to get some better quality and, pretty much try and see how I could run this without OBS, which I was running before, and I also tried it with some XSplit, which was not going very well. Basically, DXtory has the minimum impact on the game frame rate or anything else that's happening at that point in time, so that's kind of my preference, if I could. I don't really have a lot of storage space at the moment, so I was literally just testing this out, and it appears that I hadn't set up my microphone correctly at that point in time to actually have any sound recorded from my mic, so I've just got double the same sound recorded from the game, which is not as useful as, at least for me, it's not as useful as it could be. So now you get this wonderful dubbing over of this, and at this moment in time I'm enjoying my slightly upgraded monkey wrench here that I'm kicking some ass with. I kind of played it a little bit while I was testing out the XSplit and the OBS, and upgraded this wrench just a tiny little bit. At this point I'm assuming that I should be able to distract these zombies without problem, quarrel or anything, and I just slowly beat up some other zombies completely problem free. Obviously there's nobody coming from the other side at all. I mean, they're only coming from this one side, so clearly I don't have to worry about anything. As you know, because that's how zombies work. Where you don't look, they don't exist. Ooh, I might have been wrong. It's a little bit awkward, really, when you're going and looting some of these zombies and you're sort of groping them essentially. Getting some sort of views that you're, you know what? I'm not super comfortable. I mean, I would be in normal occasions, but considering they're sort of dead, it's a little bit weird. And really, you'd be taking advantage of them. Or something. I don't know how the metaphysical, physiological, mental version of that works for you, but whatever you prefer. However you see that psychological moment that I had. I can't talk for shit. I mean, I've never dubbed over a damn video before, so I'm trying just to fill some void right now. We got ourselves a fair bit to go still, so I'll see if I can do my best to talk about something interesting. I mean, right now I'm really pretty much just looking through my inventory. I'm seeing what have I got, what can we upgrade with, what do I need. I'm realizing that essentially I can delete a lot of these things by dismantling them into metal parts a bit later on. And this is where I decided to try out this very enjoyable, huge, giant rebar with concrete on it that I got from that nut-so-zombie with the explosive barrels around him. And I am having a lot of fun with this thing. I think it's pretty hilarious. It uses all of your stamina in one hit, but damn does that mother hit hard. I mean, this is super enjoyable. Also, I really love the grab. Oh shit, motherfucking zombie! Get the fuck out of my face, boy! Oh my god, they're coming from all sides. It's a pincer movement. They're not supposed to be tactical and intelligent, these guys. I love how when you start using the rebar with the concrete on it, that actually bends the more you hit with it. The damage effect on it. I really appreciate that. What I also appreciate is the one-shot kill. Oh, mother! These zombies got fast out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it to actually move like that at all. This girl, however, she was a bit slow. But that's okay, we put her out of her misery, so that's what matters. Now, of course, I get the glorious task of looting money off of double dead people. Woo! I mean, the aesthetics in this game are pretty fucking cool, actually. I mean, there's some decent texture graphics. I mean, they've done a good job setting up a lot of items, a lot of props all over the place. I mean, you don't have to be able to interact with more than 90%, or with 90% of the world, should I say. You don't need to interact with everything. It's just, it's pleasant that they put this much effort into the detail of the game. It does make you feel a lot more into this world than you otherwise could. That's something I appreciate a lot. I mean, first and foremost for me is game mechanics, but really closely thereafter is the aesthetics. I mean, aesthetics are my most, what should we say, my priority when it comes to most things. But of course, when it comes to games, mechanics are the things that win out in the end, because it doesn't matter if a game doesn't look AAA, super crazy, fantastic, as long as it plays really well and it feels good to play. I mean, so far this game actually feels pretty damn good to play. I mean, like we're seeing with this giant rebar with concrete on it, it feels hefty. It feels really pleasant to beat people or zombies essentially. But I guess I'm gonna be beating some people with this thing later on as well, and just with a lot of stuff. These long jumps, man. I mean, this guy does well for himself. He's got this big ass piece of rebar with concrete on it, and he's making large jumps from, like, what? That was like a couple of meters down and 3 meters along. I mean, it doesn't even land that heavy. He just keeps on running. Keeps on trucking, son. Here I'm just running around finding the entrance of this safe house. Kind of doubting myself if it was my original safe house for a second. You know, usually in real life my direction sense is pretty damn okay. But sometimes in some of these games I just gotta turn around 360 million times in a row and then just go, oh, that's the direction.
When would they let us out?
Which actually is going to become evident a little bit later as I run around this a couple of times trying to find the fucking elevator, which I run past. This guy seems just as pervy as the other guy, by the way. This glasses motherfucker. I wear glasses, by the way, so I can say that. I guess anyone can say it, really, but you know, I'm not prejudiced because I use them myself. And I'm assuming here that I can just sell these valuables. I'm not really sure if maybe I can use them to give them as supplies to some people to somewhere else or whatever. So whatever, man. I got some dollars, and I'm pretty sure I'll find some more valuables somewhere else later on. So I don't find it a big deal right now. But I do want to try this seemingly epic wrench that he has on sale here. I'm just seeing if I need to sell anything or what I want to do, and I appear to have space for it, so there we go. That's always a thing. I want to be able to click and drag the items over into the slots that I want to use them on. I mean, double clicking them and then clicking on the item where you need to switch, so it's just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I feel like I should be able to click and drag these things over. Ah, well. I do actually really appreciate the interface, the UI that they have for it. Feels pretty good. I mean, it looks nice, you know, clean. It's not like super confusing. It's not 100% as intuitive as I would like, but it works really well in comparison to a whole bunch of other games that just kind of user interface is kind of like slapped on, and you navigate it a little bit roughly. One thing which I'm not sure if there actually is available, but I would like, is a hotkey button for using the goddamn medkit. I mean, just like in Far Cry, you just press Q and then wrap that shit around you. So it'd be kind of nice to do that in this game. I at least haven't seen any controls as evident in the first episode, where I tried to have a little look if I could find any controls for it, but maybe there's a better way of using it. I mean, I wasn't able to move it over into any equipment slots or anything else. I just found that a little bit unfortunate, but it's probably just me derping around. I'm very curious as to what kind of weapons I'll eventually be able to make and unlock. I mean, I've obviously seen, well, not obviously, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned already that I've seen Soul Biscuit's video on how this game was way before I bought it, because I really don't like the gamble of just randomly buying games these days just to be disappointed or waste, like, you know, whatever, $20 to 50 euros or whatever the hell they decide to make games cost these days. So I do know that you can get some pretty cool things, and there's a lot of combinations. And one thing I like about the crafting system as well is being able to put like electricity and fire and shit on the weapons. So I'm looking forward to using some of that. Man, it's really difficult to sit by yourself and find a lot of conversation randomly afterwards, just to paste on top of the video. I don't know if everyone's tried it, but you should one day. It's kind of a little bit weird. It's alright when you're in game because lots of stuff is happening and you can talk about what you're doing, but it seems a little bit awkward for me to go like, oh look, I'm jumping over this fence is fantastic, let's jump down from here.
Surprises, man. They just as soon shoot you as look at you.
Let's see what Spike has to say.
Crane, first of all, you did great out there. From now on, if you need something, come see me. And to start with, here's a UV flashlight and a remote control. You run up on a volatile, give him a face full of UV, or lead him into a trap which you can trigger with that remote. You got it?
Got it.
Perfect. Now for the bad news. Despite your efforts, Brecken's mission failed.
Shit, is he okay?
He's alive, but you need to get back to the tower. Jade called all the scouts in, and that means you.
Okay. Wonder if I'll finally get to meet Brecken in person.
Well, one thing I was noticing there indeed was that his little table fan was seeming to whir and grrr quite a lot, which would frustrate the hell out of me if I sat next to that for too long. Yeah, I make note of these very fancy glasses that this guy is running around with. They're completely clear, not a single speck of dirt, no crack on them. They're fantastic. I don't know. It's not like they have to make tons of cracks in people's glasses or something. You can't take care of them. This is funny. You would imagine in a dusty, deserty, crappy place like this that they probably wouldn't look as fantastic as that. But hey, you know what? Credit to them for taking care of them. This, by the way, looks like milk. It says chemicals, but I'm pretty damn certain that's milk. It's like semi-skimmed to me. That is a hell of a jump right there. That's pretty fucking good going. Part of it's a little bit disturbing, beating these zombies up and smacking them in their arms and head and stuff, and the other part's just kind of funny. Amusing place to put coffee, by the way. I don't know if a lot of people put their coffee inside the fridge. I don't. I gotta say, I don't do that. Maybe I should. Does that make it better? This is gross, by the way. What the hell ripped this guy up anyway? He's just lying there. And it doesn't look like he was beat up by a normal dude. It looks like something came along and just ripped him to shreds. I probably don't want to make that jump. Also, I absolutely, there you go, have zero idea how the hell I'm supposed to get down those like stairs and stuff without just falling down and breaking my ankles and shit. It's not like you can press a use button like go downstairs. And I've tried like crouching near them as well, but it doesn't actually let me crawl down them correctly. That's really gratuitous and unnecessary. And this is what I'm talking about. That strange groping there, that's slightly disconcerting. This trap is also fantastic. If you can, you know, make use of it, because it's very kind of, it's a small area, it's like secluded around the back, like you have to know it's there. I guess you just have to kind of make a mental note that you got some traps around the place and just keep your eye out for it. Also, I do like this mechanic of eating cookies and baklava and stuff and getting health back. I would love to do that in real life. You know, just go out, break your leg, eat a couple of cookies, and then boom, fixed. Good to go. A note of what I like in this game as well is the Morrowind-esque leveling up system of your skills, where you get them as you use them in the different areas. I think that's really cool. And that's probably been sitting around for a while. Ah, yes, the heavy locks, hard locks. There's a lot of fidgeting going on here, man. Come on. Oh, it's so close, god damn it. No, the other way, man. Other way. Oh god. What are you doing, you nub? For some reason I wasn't working here at all, and my mouse was not let's say it's my mouse's fault that it wasn't doing exactly what I was thinking it should do. Yeah, there we go. That's so twitchy, man. I mean, no wonder they're called hard difficulty locks. But you do get a fair bit out of them, so they seem worth the effort. At least for now. And I'm assuming there's also going to be more, even cooler stuff than just valuables and money and stuff in them that I can get later on. Oh man, that's so close. And then I just lose my ability to function for a second and forgot which way it needed to turn. I do admit, I remember Total Biscuit mentioning that he disliked the fact that you couldn't queue up a bunch of items. You had to keep saying yes, craft another one. And I do agree, it's not as great as it could be, especially if, like, for lockpicks you're just gonna make all of them or something. Or you know you're gonna like make 6 sets and you just want to click make 6 sets. Also, by the way, that was a pretty fucking good try if I do say so myself. At that point in time I was actually calling on the powers of the viewers, so maybe I should have done that again, but you know that would have been a bit semi-awkward considering that was in the past and I knew it was gonna happen. Power of the viewers. You, the viewers! Whatever gender you may be, whatever preference you may have, I appreciate your company, or I hope you appreciate my company, because I would appreciate your company if you were watching. Let's put it that way. Also, the most required and needed necessities: alcohol and baklava. Yes, that's the safe zone, man. You can go there, buddy. It's totally cool. You just go over there. I mean, when first I jumped down in these streets, I was like, oh shit, man, they're gonna get me fucked. There's tons of them, but they're so slow. And this guy actually has pretty damn decent stamina. He can run for quite some time, so don't really need to worry about it so much. Also, for anyone noticing the fact that it keeps saying I have unspent skill points, I'm not gonna spend them this time around. Basically decided to do that next time. I just wanted to have a little look around, see what I could get some valuables, basically, you know, item pickup and stuff. Set myself up for actually being able to do something, because I get the feeling that this game is gonna ramp up kind of quickly. I don't know. Maybe it's just my own personal sensation. Also, very nice town if it wasn't so post-apocalyptic, exploded everywhere. I think it'd be pretty cool to live here. Got some pretty nice views, you know, it looks like it looks a bit warm, but otherwise like a very nice place. Nope, you just ran past the elevators, good sir. Yep. Nope, that's not the elevators. Nope, that's not an elevator. Yep, there's a giant sign saying there's elevators. That direction, well done.
I finished my job for Spike. Hope I did enough. If we don't get some more ants.
Yeah. Don't really need that inner monologue at this moment in time. But I mean, it's kind of nice that they actually have that little monologue in, I suppose. You know, just in case you don't play this for some time and then come back and go, what the fuck was the last thing that happened? Also, this is where I find out that I'm actually part of the guards. Look at that. Fancy, eh? And for some reason best known to someone else, certainly not me, I have a random piece of kit here, the athlete outfit. Which, by the way, look at those shoulder muscles of his. They're like exploding. So maybe that's why he's got such a weird gorilla stance, because he's tensing all his muscles like, gotta look good for the shoot, man. I'm trying to figure out if I can sleep anywhere or something. I just wanted to come in here save, and I had not been paying attention to the fact if it saved while I walked into the building. And to be honest, actually, while talking here, I didn't notice it again. Once again, I was not paying attention. I was more focused on the other stuff happening. So I'm just gonna take a gamble and assume it's gonna be all right. And I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. For those who did, have a good day.